In this video, we're going to make your games from looking like this to like
this on your Android emulator handheld. Oh yeah, we got another video. We've got another banger video, dude. Another banger. I have been recently messing around with my Odin 2 again. If you guys know, there's a video on the Odin 2 if you guys still think it's worth it. I'll maybe make a video if it's worth picking up in 2025. It's still one of the stronger Android-based handhelds. It's still stronger than the actual Retroid Pocket 5 that just came out by Retroid. Yeah, this thing is still, it's a beefy handheld. So if you guys are still interested, maybe I'll make a video on if this thing is still worth picking up in 2025. I have been messing around with actual settings for these games, especially the GameCube library, which is the Dolphin emulator. And I have been messing with a new thing that I've discovered, but it's been around for quite some time, is HD textures. Why wasn't I aware of this way before when I had this handheld in the first place? Like, I literally just found this out maybe like 3 weeks or so. I'm like, where was this at when I first got it? And I have been messing around with a bunch of games that I've been wanting to play that have been on my list to play, but I'm added HD textures. So that's what today's video is about. I'm showing you guys how to add HD textures without a PC. If you're having a Retroid Pocket 5, an Odin, or any Android-based handheld, or even your Android phone, you guys can do the same thing and it'll work. No PC is required or needed. You will need the ROMs for the GameCube. This is only for GameCube and Wii, so I don't know anything. I know there's PS2 textures, but I haven't messed around with that yet. Just been messing around with just the GameCube. And I mean, come on, the GameCube it's got a crazy library, so it's worth messing around with. Okay, now we can start. The first things first, we're gonna need a file manager and the Dolphin emulator. The file manager you can get from the Play Store. This is the one I use. I think it's the easier one to use over the stock file manager, which is called RS File Manager. This is free, but there are ads, so be warned, there are ads. If you want to get rid of them, you can totally pay for it. I really do think this file manager is worth it. It is really nice and organized and very easy to use. Next, we're gonna need the Dolphin emulator. This emulator plays all your GameCube and Wii games. You can get this from the Play Store, or you can actually go to the internet and type in Dolphin emulator and get the actual latest version off their website via APK file, which is easy. As you can see here, you can just click Android. And that is the Android version of Dolphin, and it's the latest version. All right, now we can open up Dolphin emulator and make sure you guys add all your games. Like I said, I'm not going to show you how to get your games on there. That is for you, and so I'm not going to show you how to get all your GameCube backups. That's illegal. And then you're going to want to focus on the one game. Today's video, we're going to be working on Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD. I've never played this game. It's been on my list for quite some time, so I said, why not play it with full HD and 3x native resolution? Once you pick your game, you guys don't want to long press on the game, and a settings will pop up, and we're going to focus on the ID on the top. You can also go to game details, and it's going to show you the game ID. This is basically the folder filing system for Dolphin, and that is the ID for the game. So yours can say GZE01 or GLZE01. It's dependent on the game. Just make sure you remember that game ID. For us, it's going to be GXXE01. Once you remember the ID, we can close down Dolphin emulator and we can open up our Internet Explorer. So if you don't know what game you want to do HD texture for or want to see which ones they have, you can just go to the Dolphin forums and you can see all these published HD textures for these specific games. Or you could just type in what I did. You can type in the game you want and put HD texture pack at the end of it, and it should be the first link, which is Dolphin forums. And that will be the link for your HD texture. I will try to do my best to remember and link a lot of these HD texture packs that I use in this video. Some HD texture packs will show you screenshots of what the game could possibly look like, and then it shows you how to download. Some of these are instructions for the Windows version of Dolphin, but today we're doing Android. Some HD texture packs will say resource pack at the end, or some will say DDS texture pack, and another one will say PNG texture pack. For a resource pack, it's usually for the PC version of Dolphin, and DDS is mostly PC as well. People say that PNG is the better route for texture packs. On Android, it works better. There are a few DDS texture packs that actually do work on Android, like this one, case in point, which is the Pokemon Gale of Darkness, and I'm going to be downloading DDS. So if you want to mess around and try to download the DDS file, or the PNG, you can totally do that and make sure to see which one works for you. But it's been disclaimed that DDS doesn't really work on Android. PNG is the Android's best option for HD textures. But this video, I'm using DDS, but I have used PNG texture packs before. Once you find your HD texture pack for your game and you've downloaded the file, we can go into the RS file manager. We're going to want to go into our internal storage and go to our downloads folder. It's under a compressed file called Pokemon XD XG HD. It's a little weird, but that is a compressed file. So what we're going to do is we're going to uncompress it. We're going to extract all the folders that are in this compressed file. We're going to hold down on the folder. You're going to click on the 3 dots, and on the 3 dots, there's an extract button. You're going to extract to. As you can see, it says current path, choose a path, just press OK. It's going to create a separate folder on the downloads folder. So as you can see, here is a folder from the zip file that we just downloaded. And mine says now Pokemon XD XG HD. So I'm going to tap on this folder. Sometimes that folder will not say the name. It'll just have the first 3 letters in the game ID. So once you found the game ID folder, you're going to want to hold it and either cut or copy. I would prefer cutting it because a lot of these folders are really big on gigabytes. Like this particular folder is 3.29 gigabytes, I believe. Once you've cut or copied that folder, we're going to go into our internal storage and we're going to tap on the Android folder. We're going to tap on data. And what I love about the RS file manager when it comes to the data folders, usually on a regular stock file manager, it's just a bunch of jumble of .com, .org. So that is the folder. We're going to go into files. We're going to go into load and then textures. And as you can see, I have other game HD textures here. Yours just going to be blank. So don't worry if you don't see anything in this folder. It should be blank. You're going to paste the folder in here. As you can see, there it is, GXX. So now we need to rename it to the full game ID. So if you don't remember the game ID, you go back to Dolphin, hold on the game you're going to be adding HD textures to, and on the very top, you can see the game ID, or you can go to game details to see the game ID. For us, it's GXXE01. We're going to close Dolphin. We're going to head back to the RS file manager, and we're going to hold on our folder, and we're going to rename it. Just tap on the renaming so you don't delete the rest of it. So it's going to be GXXE01. Make sure you capitalize the E. It needs to be capitalized. Once that's done, you can back out of RS File Manager. It's done. We're going to go back into Dolphin, and we're going to go to the game that we added the HD textures for, and we're going to long press till we get that settings pop-up. And one of the options in the settings pop-up is Edit Game Settings. This edits the specific game, not the entire Dolphin emulators library. This is just for this specific game. You're going to go into graphic settings. So for the Odin 2, I've been running all my GameCube games with OpenGL and I haven't had really much slowdown. I think this is the best option. The next thing you're going to want to enable is compile shaders before starting. It basically tries to collect all the shaders from the game to collect it so that way there isn't a much slowdown while you're playing the game. We're going to go to enhancements and I'm going to add, for me personally, if you don't want to do this, you don't have to. On the internal resolution, I have it at a 3x native resolution, which is 1980 by 1584, which is 1080p. The Odin isn't 4K, so there's really no point in me putting 4K. You want to add it times 2, you can do the times 1 if you want. You'll see a difference if you add a times 3 at least. You'll see a good difference. That's all you're going to need from the enhancement tab. We're going to go into advanced. And we're going to enable load custom textures. This is what adds the HD textures to your game. Once you've put load custom textures, we're pretty much done and we're going to back out completely to save our settings for this specific game. As you can see on the bottom, it's saved for this specific game only. And the moment of truth, you're going to launch this game. You're going to see your compile shaders add up. But on the top left corner, you're going to see found, like right here, it says found 8,583 custom textures. That means it worked. If it says 0, maybe the DDS didn't work for this game, or maybe it just didn't work at all. Or if you want, you could try the PNG. But for this, it worked. As you can see right here, it says, special thanks to the NGC Wii Pokemon ROM hacking Discord. And then it says Pokemon XD, and then it says by Mikey X. Shout out to Mikey X for this HD texture pack for Pokemon Gale of Darkness. So I'm going to try my best to compare what it looked like before and after with the HD textures. Sometimes you can't kind of tell, especially with my camera. I don't have the highest quality camera. I don't have an actual capture card to actually capture the Odin 2's visual graphics. So I'm going to try my best. But in the video, you can kind of tell from here or there some of the model changes, the actual textures of the field. I don't know, but I'm excited anyways. I can't wait to try out this game with this HD texture pack. And if it worked, I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to show you some clips of some other games that I've been working on with HD textures if you guys are interested. I really think Paper Mario Thousand Year Door looks a whole lot different, and Legends of Zelda Wind Waker. These look crazy, and you could totally see a difference between each one. If this video helped you guys out, make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe for some more content. Look for more content like this and some original hardware stuff. I'm working on both. I'm mixing and matching with both original hardware and emulation handhelds. I am planning on doing giveaways. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. We're almost at the threshold where we can get AdSense, which we can get money for ads. So whatever I can make on YouTube, it'll go into giveaways and stuff like that for you guys. And I want just to show like a thanks for supporting me. And yeah, to make sure you guys hit the subscribe, hit the little bell, you know, and find anytime I post a brand new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.